Good morning, Kylie.
Hello, how are you?
I am going well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good on this rainy Sydney morning.
Oh, it's raining. Oh my God, it's nice and sunny, but it's still cold here in Melbourne. So
Autumn is amongst us.
it is, isn't it? And
It
you have
is.
a lot of things planned for a Monday?
We're busy. Yeah, Mondays are a busy day for us, but it's not too bad. But yeah, it's pretty steady. How about you?
That's fair enough. Well, we definitely have a lot of meetings on Monday, but because our team is also offshore, so we'll probably have some meetings in another hour or so. So I have some time.
Yeah, good.
Which is brilliant. So, is it okay for us to probably kick off so that we probably
Yeah.
finish in 20 mintes and then I don't have Anne killing me that why did you go overtime?
Of course.
That is awesome. So, I will be going through the questions that I sent through to you. Is there anything that you think, nah, or any other addition?
No, I
Yeah,
thought you came up with great questions.
that's awesome.
Yeah. No, really good. I'm looking forward to the event. I think it's going to be brilliant.
Oh, it is. It's always something that's very inspiring, and I'm pretty sure you are going to be super inspiring as well. So looking forward to having you there and seeing you in person. That would be even better. Awesome. So we'll probably start off from here. They're gonna edit, chop, chop, change, do whatever needs to be done, but
Sure.
probably start off the interview now. So hello and welcome. Today, I am absolutely honored to be speaking with the incredibly incredible Kylie Van Luyn, who will be sharing her insights at the upcoming Global Women's Peace Network Assembly. And Kylie's talk, Step into Your Greatness, How Confidence and Mindset Fuel Success, is set to inspire and empower women globally. Kylie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. It's great to meet you, at least virtually anyway.
Well, we will be meeting in person soon, but before we dive into your topic, I'd absolutely love to share a little bit about a Global Women's Peace Network for our audience. So, GWPN is a global initiative committed to empowering women to be leaders, change makers, and peace builders in their communities, in their industries. And through our annual assemblies, we create a platform where women can exchange ideas, learn from each other, and really gain that mentorship, the support, the tools that they need to drive positive change. And this year's GWPN Assembly is focused on unlocking potential through confidence, mindset, and leadership. And one of the key ways we're achieving this is through our mentorship program. So, really helping women develop skills, build some amazing networks, and step into their greatness. And Kylie, as someone deeply passionate about personal development, your insights are going to be so valuable to this conversation. So, for all those watching, our viewers, are you able to tell us a little bit more about your background and your journey so that we can learn more about you and what led you to do the work that you do today, Kylie?
Sure. Gosh, you get to a certain age and you look back at your journey and you think, well, it's longer than it used to be. I tell you what, I just turned 45 this year and
Wow.
reflecting on my journey, it's really been shaped by a deep passion for empowering individuals to unlock their full potential. Um, I founded Elevated Coaching and Consulting Global. It wasn't global back then. Founded the company almost 4 years ago. It'd be 4 years in July, in Sydney, Australia, and then we expanded a year later into the US market. And just this month, we've also expanded and launched into Canada. But I launched the company after about 15 years or so in leadership roles in the nonprofit sector here in Australia. And it came from, I guess, the need for me to help people cultivate confidence and resilience and success, and by doing that through adopting a human rights lens and a positive psychology approach. So I've tried to combine all of my, I guess, expertise and skills into the particular approach that we take at Elevated. I really wanted to create a company and services and programs that help not only organisations and leaders, but also individuals to thrive in their careers, but also in their work and their lives. So my work's really driven by the belief that mindset is a powerful tool for transformation, And I've dedicated my career to helping individuals and organisations to shift their perspectives, to develop that self-belief and confidence that you and I both know you need to be successful, and to ultimately achieve meaningful growth.
That is so amazing. And talking about, mindset, which is just absolutely brilliant, and getting everyone to recognize that and step into their power so that they can be confident. It's just beautiful. And that journey is just so amazing. And people definitely will be so grateful to you for giving them those tools so that they can step into confidence. So you've done so many beautiful things from, business, leadership, personal development. What really inspired you to focus on helping all these other people, become more confident, become more successful?
Well, I think throughout my career, particularly because I was in the nonprofit space for so many years in leadership roles, I came across human beings that were from refugee backgrounds, that were people living with disability, people who are experiencing unemployment or homelessness or domestic and family violence. And I've witnessed firsthand and experienced myself how confidence or a lack of confidence can make or break opportunities for personal and professional growth. I've seen many talented individuals, still do in our practice here at Elevated, seen many talented individuals hold themselves back due to things like limiting beliefs. Fear is probably the biggest one, or self doubt. And I wanted to change that narrative. And so when I did that work on myself many years ago, it was a game changer. And so that was why I wanted to do the work that I'm now doing with my team. I really believe that success, and I've experienced this again myself, success really does start from within. I always say to my clients, nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. Unfortunately, no one's throwing us a life raft. And by equipping people with the tools and techniques and practices to develop confidence and that growth mindset that they need, they can really experience and achieve those extraordinary outcomes that we've seen over the last 4 years.
That is so well said. No one ever comes to save you. And
Oh,
it was, I think, very shocking when I thought about it, because I was like, oh, of course there's be somebody there, someone will help me come out and do things. And you get so used to thinking that way and putting, I think, blame in a way on other people. So this is just fantastic, like giving you tools to believe in yourself all over again, which is great. And your talk is titled Step into Your Greatness. So can you share why these qualities, the confidence and mindset, you believe are absolutely crucial for achieving success, which I know you spoke a little bit about, but if you can probably.
yeah. Yeah, of course. Well, in my opinion, confidence and mindset are the absolute foundation of success. Without both of those, it's really difficult to achieve not only success, but really reach your full potential as a human being. Confidence, as we know, allows us to take action despite fear, while mindset really shapes how we perceive challenges and opportunities. And it's usually how we perceive challenges that holds us back, right? So a growth mindset is the thing that helps us embrace learning and resilience and adaptability, and ensures that setbacks become stepping stones rather than roadblocks, which is how we typically see challenges. And when these two qualities, confidence and mindset, are combined and they work together, we can really create that unstoppable force that drives success, no matter what the ambition or goal is, or the field that we work in.
Well, I'm sure majority of the people will be coming in for that unstoppable awesomeness, because it is something that I think a lot of people are hungry to kind of inculcate, but when it comes to doing the things and actioning things, yeah, we definitely need someone by our side, and that is something you can definitely talk to everyone about. So, you were talking about how people struggle when it comes to that mindset, but you told about action and doing things to go forward regardless, and taking action without in spite of the fear, let's put it that way.
Mm.
So many women do struggle with imposter syndrome. I mean, it's really massive coming to Australia and learning about it, about tall poppy. So what practical steps can they take or even men, I'm assuming, to develop a growth mindset and overcome these challenges?
I always say to people when they first come to us for coaching or support or even our, consulting services that overcoming or addressing any challenge really starts with awareness and intentional action. And all the women and men that we've worked with, I do a lot of work with women in particular. But a few practical steps, if you like, that women can take is firstly building that awareness and identifying and really deeply understanding your own limiting beliefs and where they come from, because we all have them. I have them, you have them, no doubt. I'm not sure if we ever completely overcome them, but I think the key is understanding them and addressing them. And part of that understanding and awareness is really understanding that limiting beliefs are not reality. And it usually comes from a narrative we've told ourselves that we've made in our own minds reality. So understanding that limiting beliefs are not reality is probably the first thing. And then reframing those and reframing all that negative self-talk that goes along with limiting beliefs. Some of that can be really damaging to people's self confidence and their mindset. And the longer we tell ourselves those negative things, the more we believe them, the more they become our reality. So, really reframing that negative self talk and replacing that and those limiting beliefs with more empowering, strengths based affirmations about ourselves, thinking about what we do well rather than what all the things that we can't do or we don't do well. And another thing that I find with women, and I was told this by my own mentor as well, is celebrate the small wins. Acknowledge your progress no matter how small it is, to really focus on building that confidence. So rather than just, achieving that amazing goal and not even acknowledging it and moving on to the next thing, stopping and really being present and really giving yourself that pat on the back and saying, wow, I didn't think that I'd be able to achieve that. And I have. And now that's going to enable me to move forward and achieve a whole bunch of other wonderful things. So I think taking the time out and celebrating the small wins. A couple of other things that I'd suggest is mentorship and support, and really surrounding yourself with other women and people who uplift you and encourage you, and also people that believe in you. Because again, as women, we tend to just get on with things, and sometimes we can get a little lonely because we haven't got that community of other women around us. And mentors throughout my career, and even now throughout my journey as a business owner and entrepreneur, has been absolutely critical to me, helping my own imposter syndrome and overcoming that self doubt. So, for me, it would be a combination of all of those things. And the last thing that I'll say to anybody listening is it's really critical to start before you feel ready. And I know that sounds counterproductive or counterintuitive or a bit strange, but really the key is starting before you feel ready, and to feel the fear and do it anyway. I always say, do the things that scare you the most, and that's how you're truly going to build that confidence.
Wow, definitely big, deep things. And from affirmatives to doing the things that you need to do even before you feel ready. And, having that support, it's so essential to have a community who you can lean back in. And being part of GWP and the mentorship program for the past 4 years, the one thing that I can definitely say is the ladies and the girls who come into the program, they do not celebrate their wins at all.
Yeah.
And when you start with that tiny little thing, which they feel is so insignificant, and they realize even in 6 months' time, they're like, oh my God, I've now asked myself that what did I win today? Like, what are the things that I did today? And just reflection is just so powerful. So I was so many golden nuggets in that one thing. Thank you. And when it comes to your own career, when you had to actually actively choose confidence, was there any moment that you can think of that there was uncertainty, and how did that shape your journey when you chose confidence?
Oh, there's been so many, but probably the most recent was when I launched the company 4 years ago. I faced many moments of uncertainty and doubt, will I have clients? Yeah, a whole bunch of things goes running through your head. Am I good enough to do this? Am I as good as other people? We have this thing where we typically and quite often compare ourselves to other people, which is really not useful, but we do it anyway. And there was no guarantee of success, but I trusted my expertise and my vision and my ability to make an impact. And that decision to embrace confidence despite that fear that I was feeling really did shape my business. And it really reinforced my belief that stepping outside my comfort zone and doing the scary things or the scariest things first, that really is the key to growth. It has been the key to growth for me. And every challenge, as I look, past not just the last 4 years of since launching the firm, but also my entire career, every challenge has strengthened my resilience and deepened my commitment to what I want to do, which is helping other people to do the same. Because when you have the awareness and you do those things daily, it's a game changer.
Wow, it surely is, but then it's about being consistent with that, and it might not be the same level or the same energy every single day, but you're still moving one leg in front of the other, and it's so funny. My little one, he's 5, and he took part in this competition. It's karate, and I told him that all you need to do is put your one leg in front of the other, and it doesn't matter, what happens or what's the end goal. And he got so excited. So he didn't win that particular competition, but he was so excited to come back and tell Mom, I didn't go backwards. I kept moving forward.
Oh,
And I was just like, wow, that's what stayed with him. And having those small wins and keeping one foot in front of the other, it's just brilliant. And that's exactly what you did throughout the last 4 years. It's just
yeah.
beautiful to see that kind of growth and telling yourself that every single day. So lots of
Progress over perfection, right?
yes, and positive conversations. I love it. So I think if we look into challenges that women face, it is usually the conversation that we're having is a balance between, hey, this is where I am in terms of my ambition, but this is the expectations of the rest of the society, people that they surround themselves with. So, what would be the advice that you would give to women navigating this kind of pressure on a daily basis?
I can say this from experience because I'm a mum, and I had always lots of ambitions for my own career and now also with the company. But I was also a single mum for many years as well. And my advice in a nutshell is to define success on your own terms. Every woman is different. Every woman's goals and ambitions are different. And we know that from talking to our family and our friends, right? That each one of us wants something different. And so if we can stop comparing ourselves to others, I would love that for women and for young girls. But also if we can just get used to defining success on our own terms, we'd be much more at peace, I think. That's how it worked for me when I finally defined success on my own terms. And by that I mean, setting clear boundaries, prioritizing self-care, which we talk about, but we're often really bad at it as women because we usually prioritize other people's needs over our own, particularly if we're parents, and really aligning your goals with your values. And that 4 years ago, I did a lot of work around aligning my goals with my values and my purpose. And it was absolutely amazing because I thought I knew what my values were, my core values. Turns out I didn't. And so having that alignment stops that friction in our lives as well. But again, it's also about surrounding yourself with a supportive network that encourage you to chase those aspirations without the guilt that we, again, as women, we're professionals, I'd say, at having those ambitions, but also having a lot of guilt around it. Again, particularly if we're parents or we're caregivers. But I would say to the women that are listening or coming along to the event is to remember that breaking barriers isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about reshaping the narrative to create your own path. That's what I
Wow,
would say.
I love that. So it's really reshaping and thinking about success in a way that is good for you, for yourself. And I just love the way that defines success on your own terms. definitely a key takeaway for me from this conversation today. Now, for mentorship, definitely plays an absolute big role, as you mentioned, in your professional growth as well. So, how has mentorship impacted your journey? If you can give us some examples, and why do you think programs like, GWPN's Mentor Initiative are so important for women's empowerment? I know you've been touching on to mentorship, but I'll just reiterate that for everyone.
Yeah, it has been absolutely instrumental in my journey, not just now as a business owner, but before in my career as a leader. I've had been completely blessed with four amazing mentors in my however many years I've been in the workforce now. And they've each been instrumental in my journey, providing guidance, different perspectives on things as well. Male and female mentors, equally as valuable to me. They've provided amazing levels of support for me during times when I was going through some really tough things as a leader in my or an executive in my career, and then the teething challenges and teething problems we have as business owners as well. But they've also each of them provided really invaluable insights from people who have walked the path before me, and those that I aspire to be like. And so that has been instrumental for me in my journey, but it's also accelerated my learning. It has absolutely supported regaining and building, improving my confidence. But it's also opened up a lot of doors to opportunities with conversations with like-minded people in the nonprofit sector, and also now in business. So programs like GWPN's beautiful mentorship initiative are crucial because they create that ripple effect where you're empowering one woman who can then inspire and uplift countless others. So we never know how far it truly goes, right? And I always say women supporting women is just such a powerful force for change. We need to see much more of it. And the final thing that I'll say, and because we do so much work with women, is there used to be this saying, you can't be what you can't see. And I always say, well, that's actually coming from a negative viewpoint, right? I don't believe it's you can't be what you can't see. I think it's not easy to be what you can't see. It's much more difficult to be what you can't see. So, mentoring programs like GWPNs really helps women to see what's possible from women who are currently doing what they want to do, or from women who have walked the path before them.
It's like mic drop for me right now, because it's not easy to be what you can't see. Oh my God. Have never heard that. It's been just absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, it is definitely something that you kind of look into. And sometimes it's different people, not the one person. What, as you mentioned, you had four different mentors. So, definitely learn different things from different people. And you're constantly learning, which I absolutely love. So, I can't wait to see you and learn from you when we're having our assembly. And this year's Global Women's Peace Network Assembly, it's going to bring together women from diverse backgrounds, as always, to learn, to connect, and grow. So, what do you hope the attendees will take away from your talk?
Oh, so many things. I always say I've done my job when I do speaking engagements. If at least one attendee, whether it's a woman, whether it's whoever it is, as long as at least one person walks away feeling empowered to take control of their mindset and go ahead and embrace their confidence and leave the event wanting to do the work, feeling motivated to do the work that's required. My goal with this talk is to equip the women there with practical strategies to silence that self-doubt, challenge those limiting beliefs, and to step into their potential ultimately. I want every woman there to leave knowing that she's capable of extraordinary things and that success is not just reserved for the lucky, as I say. It's actually created through intention and action and self-belief. So that's what I hope they take away.
Yay, love it. So it is something that is taught and you can teach yourself. It's not reserved for the lucky. So we're going to create lots of success at the assembly. So for those who are watching and you want to be part of that success, definitely recommend you to come in and really get inspired by Kylie. And if you had to talk about one mindset shift that you believe can create an absolute immediate impact in someone's life, be it personal, be it professional, what would that be? Let's leave on that one mindset shift, Kylie.
I would say it's a simple one. The shift from I'm not ready to I'm capable of learning and growing. So shifting from that negative fixed mindset of I'm not ready or whatever that the version of that might be for you to I'm capable of. And that's when you reframe it into something that's much more positive, and that just saying that sentence out loud will shift you from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, because we know that so many people hold themselves back waiting for that perfect moment to take action. And the truth is, we often all can get into that cycle of negative self-talk or negativity. And we know that growth happens in action, not hesitation. So trust your ability to learn and adapt and succeed, ladies, because you're much more capable than you think. So I would say just that simple sentence will shift your mindset.
Oh, I love it. Growth happens in action, not hesitation. Okay. So there's for all the people who are watching and considering attending the GWPN assembly, why should they make it an absolute priority to be there?
I think because it's more than just an event. Like you've said, like you've described to us, which has made me even more excited to be there. It's more than just an event. It's an opportunity to connect, to learn. You're not just sitting there being a passive participant. You're there to be active and to connect and learn and grow and be inspired by other incredible women who are making a difference. So I'm looking forward to being in a space where I'm going to gain, invaluable insights and build powerful relationships and connections too. So that is why I think any woman who's ready to regain or improve her confidence and step into her greatness, this is where you need to be.
Love it. That's just beautiful. And for all those beautiful people watching us, where can they connect with you or learn more about your work? Where would be a good platform, Kylie?
I'm really active on LinkedIn. That's where we do a lot of our, I guess, social media activity, but also on our website. You can see a lot of our work through publications, through podcast interviews, a bunch of different information on our website, which is elevatedconsulting.net.
Excellent. So it's elevatedconsultant.net
Con-
for all those watching. We also have LinkedIn. So please go on and check in all the beautiful things Kylie's doing and really inspiring the world one person at a time. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, your experience, your message on stepping into greatness through confidence and mindset is just so powerful. And I know that it's going to resonate with so many people and all of them who will be attending the GWPN assembly. And for all those watching, please don't miss out the opportunity to hear from Kylie and all the other inspiring women at the assembly. It's going to be on the 24th of May. It's going to be at Mount Waverly. We're going to be there from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Incredible day of learning, incredible day of mentorship, lots of empowerment. So secure your spot and step into your own greatness. Thank you, Kylie. That was
Thank you
really
so much.